Hey, it's ScouseMouse here, and welcome back to our playthrough of Final Fantasy VII. Let's go! So, my apologies that it's been quite a while since we've done an episode, but if you look in the bottom right corner, you might understand why. So the last episode, the game time was on about 30 hours, now we're on about 40. If you look at the levels of my characters, I've spent a solid 10 hours of grinding up levels for this. But today we're going to fight two of the hardest bosses in the game. And I don't know, some people may be able to do it on much lower levels than this. I'm just not good enough. So I've got them up to quite high levels. And today we're going to take on the two big boys, Emerald Weapon and Ruby Weapon. So let's go. So if you're interested, the place where I was actually doing the leveling up was here in Medieval Forest, because it's a really good place to level up. So there's a couple of bits and bobs that we're going to do before we go and face our first enemy, which will be Emerald. You can do them in either order. I'm just going to do Emerald first. So the first stop is to Kalm. Now, do you remember a really long time ago in the underwater reactor, I made a point of saying that we needed to find this ghost ship and we needed to morph him into an item called the guidebook. So we did that in the underwater reactor, and I said that later in the game I'd explain why we did that. Now I'm finally going to get the chance to explain. So there's a dude who lives in Kalm, who's willing to swap the guidebook for a very special, one-of-a-kind materia. The world's changed a lot in the past few days. That huge monster meteor was coming up in the sky and acting like he owned it or something. A lot of my friends have died. I'm going on a journey to pray for their souls. A map that was sunk along with the ship. Guidebook. A rose that blooms once every 1,000 years in the desert. Desert rose. And a harp that soothes those who hear it. The Earth Harp. I wonder if there's anyone who'll bring it to me. Well, we've got the guidebook. Oh, it's a guidebook. Want to trade it for this underwater materia? Sure. Okay then, it's a done deal. Now, you may have seen in earlier episodes that we kind of bumped into Emerald Weapon, who lives in... Well, we didn't literally bump into him or we'd have been in a lot of trouble, but we went past Emerald Weapon as he was underwater, and he is an underwater weapon. So we're going to grab that. Now, the thing about the fight with Emerald is that he's got a 20-minute time limit on him. So, you can beat him within 20 minutes, or you can get this one-of-a-kind materia, equip it, and it basically allows you to breathe underwater for as long as you like, and it removes that time limit. Now, I'm not actually going to use that because I can beat him in less than 20 minutes, so it's not an issue, and I'll leave that materia unequipped for a reason I'll explain later. But I just wanted to show you how to get it, and if you can't do it in 20 minutes, then you've always got the option to grab that materia. But now we're going to head off. There's one more thing I want to do before we face our first beast. Is that we're going to go back to the gold saucer. Because Vincent has got his level 4 limit break. Red 13 has got his limit 4 level break. Red 13 has got his level 4 limit break, but Cloud hasn't. He's the only one, the main man, to not get it yet. And the place that you get it is in the battle square in Gold Saucer. So I'm going to show you how to get it now. Right, so here we are at the Gold Saucer. Now, if you remember, a couple of episodes ago, we bought our lifetime pass, so we don't need to pay to get in anymore. 30,000 squid that cost. Now, the words on the floor aren't that clear, I'll give you that. But if you know what they're called, you can kind of figure it out. So this one's Chocobo Square, this one's Wonder Square, this one is the Battle Square, which is the one that we want. So in the Battle Square, you can do lots of fighting, and if you do really well and you earn lots of points, then you can turn those points into prizes. And one of the prizes is Cloud's final limit break. So here we are. Now I'm just going to do a bit of swapping materia around, because basically this is going to be a one-man fight. You get to choose who you want to send in, either Cloud, Red or Vincent, but only one of them can go in, and they're going to have to single-handedly fight everyone. So I'm going to swap things around so that... We're going to use Cloud. We're going to swap things around so that Cloud has got everything, all the good stuff basically. Right, so here we are. So I've given Cloud his Ultima weapon, the best weapon he can have. I've given him long range so he can stay in the back row. HP plus is going to get him to max HP. Mime, just in case. Counter attack, we've given him 2 counter attacks. Why not? So every time he gets hit now, he's going to counter attack twice instead of once. We've got double cut, which is now 4 times cut. So every time he hits, he's going to hit 4 times. And we've got enemy skill. That's pretty much all he needs, really. I mean, we're a really high level, so this should be an absolute walk in the park anyway. So basically, what we're going to do is we're going to get into this battle arena, and we're going to have to... It's 10 GP per go. Yes, please. And every time we've got plenty of them, so it's fine. And every time you kind of complete it, you get a certain amount of battle points, BP. Now, each kind of go has a maximum of 8 fights, and the further you go in the process, the more points you get. Now, if you want to get the big points, you have to complete it. You know, you get hardly anything for doing the kind of first couple of rounds, and it gradually gets harder and harder. And each time you complete a round, there's kind of a, look at this, we're just destroying it. Each time you complete a round, you get one of these slot machines. You get asked whether you want to continue or not, but of course, we're always going to continue to the end. So if we left now, we could have 10 points. By the way, just to give you an idea, Omnislash costs 32,000 points. So that gives you an idea of what 10 is worth. Yeah, so here we are. We've got this slot machine, and it's going to have some effect on us. That's probably the worst, worst thing that could have happened. Although, actually, I think we're wearing a ribbon, so it might not work on us. I'm not sure. Boom, it didn't. That's nice. So yeah, each round you're going to get a new effect. Sometimes it destroys your magic materia, or it halves your HP, halves your magic points, all sorts of different effects. Now, the worse the effect, the more... Ooh, so that's magic points. So half magic points from now on. So the worse the effect it is, the more battle points you get for doing it. So as much as it sounds weird, you want to get the worst possible kind of effects on you. So let's keep going. Oh, okay, it's okay. One of the main things that I'd say that you really want to bring into this fight is a ribbon. Because it'll block all sorts of... It blocks all negative effects. So being turned into a toad, poison, sleep, confusion, absolutely everything. The ribbon is an amazing item. So we are absolutely killing it. Oh my god, how many toads are we gonna get? So yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you the first of this, the first of these battles. Show you how many points we get, and then I'll just do a few more on my own, just to get up to the 32,000. Because yeah, they're all the same. No one wants to watch that over and over again. Right, so we're up to 9. Oh my god, this has got to be some kind of record. Especially because, I mean, these are all doing absolutely nothing to me as well, because I've got the ribbon on, so it cancels, you know, it won't allow me to turn into a toad. Come on, Cloud, let's get these done and dusted nice and easy. I mean, I don't even know if this counts as like a bad, if Toad counts as a really bad one. I imagine it would do, because the effects of turning into a toad are pretty devastating. Right, so if we left now, we'd have 229 points. But again, we're trying to... Oh, God. We're trying to get our way up to 32,000. So a few hundred is meaningless, isn't it? We've got to go the whole hog, and then you should get at least a few thousand. If you get the really bad kind of outcomes on the slots, you can get as much as kind of, I think, 10 or 12,000 per battle. So if you're lucky and you get those ones... Ooh, look, we've been turned miniature, I think. I think this one will actually work. I could be wrong, though. Yeah, so, Oh, no, it didn't work. Yeah, so if you can get those big ones where you get like 10 or 12,000 points per game, then you only have to do this 3 times and you're done. But we're doing 4 times hits here, 4 lots of 9999, which is the maximum damage that you can do in a single hit. Wallop. That was the easiest battle arena I've ever done. So let's see how many points we get for that. You gained 3,689. Boo! We must have got the ones that aren't so bad. But yeah, so I'm going to do that a bunch more times until we've got 32,000, and then we're going to get Omnislash. Right, we've done it, finally. God, that took a lot longer than I expected. So we've got a bunch of battle points now. We're going to go over to this machine. 34,993 battle points. Would you like to exchange them? Yes, please. And so these are all the different prizes you can get, but we'll go to the next page. And these are the pricey ones. So Omnislash, that is Cloud's final limit break. We definitely want that. And W summon, we could get that, but or we could kind of save up enough money to get it, but we're not going to. So we're off now. So what I need to do is head back to Emerald. Oh, where's the station? There we go. So what I'm going to do now is head back to where Emerald weapon hangs out, swap all my materia around. I'll kind of, obviously I'll show you which materia I'm going to use, because there's so many different ways to beat Emerald. You can do it any way you like, really. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it. And so I'll see you in a moment. Right, so here we are back near the submarine where we're going to meet Emerald weapon. So I'll very quickly run you through how I've set it up. So I've put a hyper onto Cloud, which puts him in a state of fury, which basically, I think it means that he gets hurt by attacks more than normal, but it means that his limit break goes up a lot faster, which is very nice. Now his limit break, of course, we've got the Omnislash that we just picked up. Now for materia, we've gone very minimalist, and I'll explain why in a moment, but we've just got counterattack, mime, long range, just so I can stick him in the back row, HP plus, in fact I'm going to take that long range off, okay. HP plus and double cut, which is going to do 4 hits per turn. Then for red, we've just got HP plus. These are just to get him to the full max HP. Counterattack, mime, and quad magic on gravity. Oh, that's the wrong gravity. We want the one that's been maxed out. There we go. And then finally on Vincent, we have literally just got W item and HP plus, so he's got max HP. Now Vincent's sole job in this fight is to be the healer. He's going to be pouring hero drinks on people, which increase people's stats, and he's going to be doing mega elixirs, which will cure everyone. And I will explain the strategy as we go, but without further ado, let's hunt down. There he is, the big boy. Come on, Sonny. So we just need to bump into him. And then the fun begins. So there's lots to explain. There's our 20-minute timer. Now I'll just start off by saying that this guy has got 1 million HP. 1 million. That is so, apart from Ruby weapon, that is way more than any other enemy in the game by a mile. And Vincent's already come under attack quite a bit, so that's not good, but it's alright. So he's going to be doing hero drinks and mega elixirs pretty much every turn. So that's why we've got the W item on him, because that allows him to use 2 items in 1 turn. He is not going to be attacking at all. Now, what a hero drink does is it increases your attack, defense, magic, pretty much all your stats by 30%, and you can keep using them up to a maximum of 100% increase. So if you use 4 on a particular character, their stats are all doubled. So we're going to use 4 on each guy. So we've already used 1 on Cloud, and that's just going to make our attacks even stronger. So hopefully we're going to get to the point where we're doing 9,999, which is the max per hit. So that's our second one we've cast on him. And he's going to keep doing mega elixirs, which fully restore HP and magic points for all members. Very nice. Now, I know there's loads of different ways you can do this, and a lot of people would say, oh, just use Knights of the Round. And you know, a lot of people would say, oh, well, Knights of the Round does, you know, 150,000 damage. Why would you do that when... Oh, sorry, why would you be doing kind of single little 9,999 attacks compared to that? But Knights of the Round takes a good 2 or 3 minutes maybe to actually happen. Whereas these attacks, like we've got the four times cut on Cloud, so he does 4 attacks in the space of 10 seconds maybe. So even though it's kind of a weaker attack, I think it's actually a lot stronger in terms of like damage per second. Right, now we need to get these eyes. He's got 4 eyeballs, 2 yellow ones, 2 blue ones. They appear kind of part way into the battle, and then if you leave them there, we're going to get the Omnislash out the bag. If you leave them there, it's going to allow him to do a very powerful spell he does called Earth Harp, which is basically Materia spelled backwards. And that will do 1,111 damage times the number of materia that character's carrying, which is why I've went simplistic on the materia. Because if you've got 9 materias, that's 9,999, and that's it. Your guy will be dead in 1 hit, no matter what. Yeah, so the strategy I'm using here, though, is to kind of basically take out the eyes as fast as possible each time that they come out, and then it'll be a good few turns before they arrive again, because they do keep respawning. But you get quite a few turns where they're not there. So my strategy is to take the eyes out as fast as possible, and then he won't have a chance to do that really powerful attack. So, you know, I'm not taking in too much materia just in case he gets a chance to do it, but hopefully he's not going to. Now you'll notice I'm using Demi, because this little bad boy is not immune to the effects of Demi, which means we can get away. Oh, let's do Cosmo Memory. Let's do Red 13's Limit Break. Hopefully, yes, we're going to take out the last eye, so that means he can't do his big powerful attack now. Yeah, he's not immune to gravity, so you can do Demi, which takes off a certain percentage of his HP. And obviously, because his HP is so stupidly big, the Demi does 9,999. And if you attach it to a Quadra, that's times 4. So that means that every time Red 13 does that spell, he takes off 40,000 HP, which is pretty insane. So again, Vincent on the hero drinks and the Mega Elixirs. I mean, some of the healing is a bit overkill, but you know, we've got plenty of them. It's fine. You know, better to be safe than sorry in battles like this. We're never going to use them for anything else. And now that was a pretty meaty attack, but that attack cannot kill you. It only takes down a certain percentage. I think it's about 60% of your health. So even if you've got, you know, 1,000 health left, it'll only take 60% off. So it's impossible to kill you, but it can do some pretty meaty damage, and then he can finish you off with one of his other attacks. So not to be totally ignored. Now, we just got to keep hammering away at this, really. So look at this. I mean, Cloud's doing 40,000 per turn. Red 13 is doing 40,000 per turn. So that's 80,000. Oh, no! Okay, we need to get Vincent back in action now, or in trouble. God, I shouldn't be letting a man go down. Come on. Come on, Cloud. Use the Phoenix down. There we go. Okay, now we're going to get Red to do a Mega Elixir, and then hopefully we should be back in the game. Oh, typical. He had to do it on Vincent, didn't he? Oh, no, he hasn't done it on Vincent. He's killed Red instead. Oh, well. Right, come on. Where are we going to do it on? Okay. We're organised. Now, Emerald Bean, remember, this is the one that only does percentage damage. So, this is the perfect. We love him doing this attack, because he can't kill us with it. There we go. So, we've brought Red back to life. We just need Vincent to do his Mega Elixir, and then boom, that's it. Back to full health, and we are back on top. So, I reckon now we've probably done... Oh god, he's got his eyeballs back out. Remember, we need to take his eyes out as quick as possible. So the yellow ones do an attack and they damage your magic points, and the blue ones do an attack that damages your health. Both of them. I mean, the magic points one isn't that much of an issue, but the blue one's quite an issue. They'll take like 3,000 or 4,000 off per hit, which is quite bad. And then obviously Emerald Weapon, his actual body, he still gets his turn as well. So we need to take out those eyes ASAP, especially because when he's got those eyes, it gives him the ability to do the really powerful spell that we don't really want him to do if we can avoid it. Oh no, survive the stamp. Vincent, come on, man. Where is your spell? Oh yes, Omnislash is on the go. That should hopefully finish off the eyes. Come on. Do it. So Omnislash, if you haven't seen this is the second time we've done it in the fight. But this does, I think, 15 hits. And each one, because we're so beefed up, and we're highly leveled up, we've got our hero drinks, all that jive. That does 9,999 times 15. So each time we do that is like 150,000. And this is the second time we've done it. So those two attacks alone are about 300,000 worth of damage. Now we need to knock off 1,000,000. But remember, we're knocking off kind of 80,000 per hit, or per turn anyway. Kind of 40 from Cloud, 40 from Red. So we are not that far away from killing them, I don't think. Come on. Remember, that's the percentage damage, that one. So that can't kill us. Although we do need Vincent. Boom. That's what we need. Vincent to get his healing on the go. Okay, so let's do another 4x cut. Let's take out that blue eye. We'll have another hero drink on the go. And another mega elixir. Come on, kill that blue eye. Yep, it's gone. Boom. Can't do his powerful attack now. I wouldn't mind Cloud getting his limit break up once again. There we go. Let's get some more Demi on the go. Oh, we missed. How dare you. Yeah, so I think, I mean, a lot of people debate which one's harder, Emerald Weapon or Ruby Weapon. I think Emerald is the one that I probably find harder, but Ruby's a bit more of a slog. I'll talk more about Ruby when we get there, which is only going to be a few minutes away, hopefully. Especially because Cloud has just got his limit break up again. So we're getting ready to unleash another 150,000 damage on him. Come on. This might be the... in fact, this next limit break could be the finishing blow. We'll whack another Demi on him. Remember, 40,000 per Demi. I mean, I reckon we must have done Demi nearly 10 times. If we've done it 10 times, that's 400,000 damage. Just in Demis. So... we know we've done about 300,000 in Omnislashes. This will be 450,000 with this one. He's got to be dead soon, surely. There we go. Hero drink and a little bit of healing from Vincent. And apart from that little wobble in the middle, I think we've had this pretty much under control the whole way. So come on, maybe Red 13 can be the man who gives the finishing blow. Oh no, I've just realised because his Quadra magic is not maxed out, that he's limited to how many times he can do like a quad move, and he must have ran out of them now. Oh no, the eyes are back. Okay. Right, let's take out the eyes ASAP. You know the drill. Okay, so again, this is the one that can't hurt us because it only takes a percentage off. A pretty big percentage, granted, but just a percentage all the same. Boom, back up to full. Red 13 is going to whip out his limit break in a second, and that will pretty much take out every eye, I think. There we go. So the goal for this strategy is to take out the eyes at every opportunity. Just as soon as they appear, get them out of there as fast as you can. Here we go. Red 13's lovely final limit break. Cosmo memory. So this should do, I think, 9,999 to every part of him. So it's not doing that much damage to the body, but the main point of this is that it's getting the eyes out of there. I think the eyes have got 10,000 HP each. Right, come on. Come on. Oh no, we don't want him to. We don't want him doing the blue ones. Oh, Omnislash is calling. Oh, he's doing a revenge stamp. Don't kill me now. There's no way he can withstand another Omnislash. I am certain of that. There we go. Come on. This is it. This has got to be it. I mean, as I say, 150,000 per go. And this will be the 4th time we've done it. So this is 600,000 worth of damage just from this one move that we're doing. This has got to finish him off, surely. I guess some of that 600,000 has went onto his eyeballs and not his body. But even still. I think this is it. Come on. Is he done? Is he done? No? No, he wants he wants some more. This guy is a machine. Yeah, so the this guy has got more HP than Ruby. Ruby's got only, I think, 800,000 compared to this guy's million, but Ruby's defense is way high. Like this guy, we can dish out damage to him so easy. Come on. When is your end? Got to be soon, surely. Right, okay, get the Mega Elixir on the go. Come on, do it! Do it, Cloud! Emerald Shoot, oh no. That's the one that can actually hurt, that can actually kill us, and it has. Oh no. Don't do this to me now when we're this close. Oh no. That's another one down. Oh no. Oh, come on. This can't happen this close to the end. Pack it in with your Emerald Shoots. Come on. Come on. Red 13, get back in the game. Right, oh no. Come on. Oh, I should be reviving. That's a mistake that I should be reviving Vincent because he's got the opportunity to do two items in one turn. So he's the one I should really be reviving. Come on. Oh god, the eyes are back. Oh no. This could be the end. I can't believe we've come this close and it might be the end. Right, okay. Remember, this one can't kill us. Oh, come on. We're so close. Oh, and we're an Omnislash away. I might gamble and just go for the Omnislash. Yeah, I'm going for it. And hoping that we get this turn in. If we do, I'm so confident it'll finish the boss. It'll mean that Red 13 misses out on all the experience points, but to be honest, I'm a stupidly high level. I really do not need more experience points. Come on, Cloud, you can do it. Come on. This has got a lot closer than it should have, I must say. Come on. If nothing else, it's taken out the eyes, which obviously can do a lot of damage to us. Oh my god, what is going on? How is this guy still alive? Are you keeping count like I am? Okay, come on. Right, remember this is the one that can't kill us, which is good because it's the only guy left. So we should be back in the game after Vincent gets his turn now, because he is about to bring Cloud back to life and then do a Mega Elixir. So then we'll have 2 guys at full HP, which gives us a little bit of breathing room. And then we can bring back Red 13 into the mix, and it's game on. Right, so I'm going to be a bit cautious, and I'm going to not have Cloud attacking at the moment. Oh no. This is it. Airstrom. Okay. Thankfully, as I say, we haven't got that much materia equipped, so it's not going to do that much damage to us. Right, 2,222 and 4,400. Oh, wow! Okay. This is something that... this is a technique that I was not going to mention, because I just wasn't going for it. It's one way of doing it. But it looks like this is how we're going to kill him. So basically, if one of your characters at any point in the game happens to have their HP land on 7,777, then they go in a state called All Lucky Sevens, which means they will do 64 attacks, all of 7,777 damage. So he's about to do 64 lots of 7,777, which is about 500,000 damage in one turn without Emerald being able to get a chance to respond. So we're just going to sit here and enjoy Vincent hammering him, which is only fair because Vincent hasn't had the chance to attack yet, has he? So yeah, I think it's safe to say, after the beating we've given him, now that we know we're about to do 500,000 damage, there's no way he's going to survive this. I mean, if he survives this, the game's broke. I guess the only danger is that it takes him longer than 4 minutes to do it, but no, it didn't. It's game over for Emerald. Boom. That was not the way I expected to finish it. There's different ways you can kind of manipulate the game so that you make sure that you do land on 7,777 HP, so that you can kind of get that, but I certainly hadn't planned to, and then it just randomly happened. Yeah, so the main way that you can kind of manipulate it is that, as you saw, that Airtrom, I think it's called, it's Materia backwards, the really powerful spell. It does 1,111 damage per materia. So if you go in with 9,999 and make sure that you've got 2 materias equipped, then you know he's going to do 2,222. And you just have to make sure that you've got full HP when you get hit. But yeah, and that's what happened, as it happens, just totally randomly. So that was nice. There's Emerald down. Now, I don't know if you saw there, but we got, at the very end of the fight, the item that we collected was called the Harp. And do you remember the guy that we gave the guidebook to, and he gave us the underwater materia? Now, he's also interested in the Harp. So let's go give him that. Right, here he is, and he's going to have a little treat for us. Oh, it's the Earth Harp. Want to trade it for some Master Materia? I'm not being stingy either. I'll give you all 3 of them. How about it? Yeah, okay then, it's a done deal. Seems like a pretty fair deal. So this guy is going to give us a set of Master Materia. 1 for command materials, 1 for summons, and 1 for magic. So let's pick them all up, and I'll tell you exactly what they do. Basically, it's a complete set of that type of materia all in one slot. So I'll show you how it works. If we were to stick the Master Summon onto Cloud, there we go. It just takes up 1 slot, and then we look at his magic spells, or his summons rather. Boom. He can now do every single summon, and it's at the master level. And it just takes up 1 slot. How amazing is that? I mean, it's a shame that kind of, I guess, you're only ever going to get this at a stage of the game where it's kind of meaningless. Because it's like, yeah, I've just beat Emerald. I'm pretty tough. I don't really need any extra help. But it's still pretty cool, isn't it? Alright, next stop then is Ruby. So again, I'm going to kind of get all suited and booted, ready for the fight, and then I'll let you know how I'm doing it, and then we'll go straight in. Right, so we are ready to go. Now, you might be wondering why 2 of my guys are dead. I'll explain that in a moment. But for now, I'm just going to show you the materia. So, in this one, there's no time limit, which is nice. There's also no kind of moves that are related to how much materia we've got, so you can just go wild. Have as much as you like. So, I've got a counterattack and a mime. An MP plus, which just makes our magic, or max magic higher. Long range, so we can put him in the back row. Double cut, HP plus to get max HP, and master summon, so Cloud can do every summon in the book. Red 13's got long range as well, so he's in the back row. HP plus, MP plus, a magic plus, which just makes his magic attacks stronger. Master magic, so he can do every single spell in the game, and it's linked with Quadra, so he can do 4 of every single spell in the game. Cheeky monkey. Although, to be fair, we're probably not going to use that very much. He's got a counterattack and a mime as well. And then Vincent has got MP plus, Magic plus, Knights of the Round, of course. Linked to HP absorb. So every time he does that Knights of the Round, he's going to absorb some of that to heal himself as well. Or some of the damage it does. A mime, a HP plus, and W item, so that he can do 2 items that use 2 items in one turn again. So again, Vincent is going to kind of take the role of the healer of the group, mostly. This fight will play out a little bit different to the other one. Now Ruby is hanging around in the desert. Can you see that little red tentacle? You'll see him in a second. Oh! So that's his tentacle, and boom, he's popped out of the quicksand, and it's time to go. Right, now, the reason we've gone into this fight with only 1 person alive is because at the beginning of this fight, he will be totally invulnerable until we drop the into. While there's more than 1 person alive, he's invulnerable. So if we come in here with more than 1 person alive, we cannot hurt him until he either kills our people or more likely kicks them out the battle forever, which is very bad. He's got a move that can just kick them out the battle, so they're not technically dead, but they're out and they're never coming back. You can't bring them back to life or anything. So we're gonna start off with Hades, because Hades does all kinds of stasis effects on him, and unlike most bosses, in fact he might be the only boss in the game, he's capable of being paralyzed. So a lot of the strategy that I'm going to use here is based around making sure that he's paralyzed all the time. Did you see that, by the way? 174 damage. Yes, that is the kind of... Now we're going to do Phoenix, which is going to... Again, it's going to do hardly any damage to him. But as I've explained before, one of the side effects of Phoenix is that it brings all your team back to life. So now that we've got him... now that we've come into it with just 1 person, we can bring our guys back to life, and he doesn't go back to being invulnerable, which is nice. But yeah, so we just did 174 damage with a with a summon. That's what his defense is like. He is ridiculous. It's just insane how powerful, how strong his defense is. Now, yeah, so it's a very different kind of... Sorry, I'm just going to pause it while I gather myself. Just plan what I'm about to do. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a Dazer. Now that's going to be the basis of our... or a large amount of the basis of our strategy for this. Dazers are an item that paralyze people. And as I say, most bosses rather, are immune to being paralyzed. But not this one, which is very handy. So as long as we keep paralyzing them, we are having a whale of a time. So the only way that I know to hurt him... Now I think Vincent is about to die. Or at least is he about to turn to stone. But thankfully, we've got a Red 13 who has got access to every single magic spell in the game. So he'll be able to sort him out. So yeah, we've got Knights of the Round, which can do some whopping damage. 7,000, 8,000 per hit. Now remember, I think it does 13 hits. So I think when we do this, it's going to take off a little over 100,000, maybe 110, 120,000. And that'll go up as well as we get more hero drinks. So as we get a couple of hero drinks, we'll start doing 9,999 times 13, I believe it is. Now, it's a bit of a cheap tactic, but I honestly don't know how else to do it. I don't know how else to kill Ruby, other than to use Knights of the Round. His defense stat is so high that even if we were to use, say, Omnislash on him, you know, you saw how lethal Omnislash was in the battle against Emerald. If I do Omnislash against Ruby, we're looking at maybe 1,000 per hit. So that'd be like 1,000 times 15, is it? So 15,000 for the whole move. And this guy's got 800,000 energy. And Omnislash is one of the strongest moves in the game. You know, so the only way I know that you can do serious damage is things like Knights of the Round. So that is what I'm going to have to stick to. Yeah, that's the other side. That we didn't quite have him paralyzed there, which is really bad. When you do Knights of the Round on Ruby, he counterattacks always. He will always counterattack with Ultima, which is, as you can see, a very powerful spell. You know Ultima, we've got it ourselves. So he'll always counterattack with that, and that's why we're always using these dazes. So we're always keeping him paralyzed. And because he's paralyzed, he won't counterattack with a with Ultima, except that time we messed up. He obviously wasn't paralyzed, and so we did get it right in our chops. Yep, so there's no other way I know of around this than to just keep hammering him with Knights of the Round. So, as I say, I think it's probably going to do about 120,000 per go. So, he's got 800,000 health, so what's that, 7 goes? 7 goes of Knights of the Round, and he'll be dead as a dodo. Now, I know, Knights of the Round is not exactly a short summon, is it? So, I may well, you know, speed up segments of the battle if we're just sat there watching Knights of the Round, because, you know, I certainly wouldn't want to cut anything out the battle, because I want you to see the full legitimate battle and, you know that I haven't cheated or whatever. Not that I even know how to. Well, I don't think there is a way, but you know what I mean. So I'd like you to see the battle in full, but I'll speed up anything where, you know, we're just watching Knights of the Round, because it's an extremely long summon, and as I say, we're going to have to do it 7 times. So this is the 2nd time. So yeah, the rest of the strategy really is to keep using dazes to keep him paralyzed, keep using hero drinks to keep ourselves strong, keep using mega elixirs to keep ourselves fighting fit, and the rest is a breeze. So this is why I think, personally, that Ruby is a lot easier. Like, the strategy is a lot more straightforward. Or at least the one I use is anyway. He's just got insanely high defense, so it makes it kind of extremely hard to do huge amounts of damage on him. So again, we have to resort to this kind of shenanigans. Right, so Knights of the Round number 3. Bosh. And he healed himself a little bit, didn't he? Because we've got HP Absorb attached as well. So, what can we do? Oh, he's just been dazed again. So he's currently paralyzed, which means he can't respond with Ultima. So, I will whack another Knights of the Round on him. Knights of the Round number 4. There we go. So we'll keep up with our healing and stuff. Although I think Red 13 is about to turn into a to stone, maybe? Or is he about to die, I think? Or, I think, yeah. Okay. I think that the item we want is soft. Best find that quick. I never use these. Cures Petrify, there we go. That was, I never use these items. Never need to, really. There we go, he's back and fine, although he's looking a bit froggy. But it's totally fine because no one's even doing any moves other than Knights of the Round. So I think what Frog would do is kind of... it really limits how much damage you can do and whatnot. But because the only thing we're doing is Knights of the Round, it can't really have much of an impact on us. Oh, okay, that was slightly annoying. He's confused now, which means he did the Dazer on himself instead of doing it on Ruby. So now we haven't Dazered Ruby, so that was a bit annoying to say the least. Okay, there we go. Vincent did the job for us. Why have I just used another Mega Elixir? I don't know. Oh well. We've got more Mega Elixirs than we can shake a stick at. So yeah, one important thing of this fight is to not, whatever you do, don't attack his tentacles. If you kill the tentacles, they'll go back into the ground, and then you'll be back in that cycle that starts at the beginning of the game, or the beginning of the fight rather, where he will kind of, I believe he will be back to being invulnerable until you go down to one team member again. So yeah, just do not attack those tentacles. And it's Knights of the Round number 5. Bosh. So it should just be, I think, 2 more goes of that. There we go. So we'll have a hero drink and some more Mega Elixir, and then we can Knights of the Round him again. And what can Red 13 do? He can Dazer him, I guess. He's not much not much use for anything else when he's a frog. Yeah, so I mean, we could have used this same kind of tactic on Emerald 13. Oh, Emerald 13? I don't even know what I was thinking there. Red 13, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, we could have used the same tactic on Emerald, but that would just be really boring, wouldn't it? Like, I only really resort to this tactic because I don't know any other way to beat Emerald. This is just the way I know how to do it. You know, whereas I know of other ways where I can beat Emerald, and, you know, it's more fun to do it that way, isn't it, than to just sit here whacking out Knights of the Round all day. It also makes it a pretty squeeze for time if you use Knights of the Round loads, because it's quite a time-consuming thing, and the timer does not stop when you're under the water while you're doing summons. Although I guess you could just take the underwater materia. So if you're really stuck, you just take the underwater materia and go nuts with Knights of the Round, and it'll take a few more goes than it would to kill a Ruby. So I believe that was go number 6. So I think we're just 1 Knights of the Round away from beating the second and final absolute super boss. So this one is, I feel like this one, as you can see, I mean, we've not been in any struggle at all. We've got max HP, magic points, as we have had for most of the fight. We've never really been in much danger, apart from that one time where we accidentally let him counterattack with, didn't we, with, ultimate. Right, we dazed at him. Let's just do a final Knights of the Round then. I think this should be job done. Fingers crossed. Let's hope he doesn't get a chance to counter with ultimate. I mean, not that it would kill us, but, you know, it'd be a bit close for comfort. Although I don't think he's going to get another turn now. I think this is the end. Come on, finish him. Yeah, so we're up to the stage now after a few hero drinks where we're doing 9,999 every single hit. I think it's 13 hits for this or it could be 15. I'm not sure. I haven't counted how many hits this summon does. But either way, I think we're looking at like 130,000 maybe, something in that region per turn. So yeah, I think this is job done. So yeah, so this one's so much more, I think, about kind of preparation before you go in. You've got to make sure that you've got 2 characters dead before you go in, and if you come in with a decent setup and a decent plan, it's an absolute walk in the park. So easy. Unlike Emerald, where he can still, as you saw in that last one, he can still give me a bit of trouble sometimes. You know, there was a couple of moments in that fight where I wasn't sure we were going to make it. But it's never been in doubt against Ruby. And I think this is it. Go on, strike him down. Be really anticlimactic now if this isn't the final blow. I think it is, though. Come on. Boom! Get out of there, Ruby. And that is how you do it. With 2 frogs in your party. Hey. Who needs 3 members? Or 3 human members? Oh, look at that experience flowing. All the materials leveling up. Right, and so we've got the Desert Rose now from that dude. And do you remember that the guy in Kalm, we've already given him the guidebook and we gave him the Earth Harp. He also said that he was interested in the Desert Rose. So let's go give him the final item that he's looking for. Hello, sir. How would you like a Desert Rose? Oh, it's the Desert Rose. Want to trade it for that chocobo over there? Sure. Okay then, it's a done deal. Look at this. Chocobo just comes strutting into his house, up the stairs. It's a chocobo. Take it. It's yours. I guess it's time to go on a journey for the souls of my departed friends. And he gives you a golden chocobo. How lovely. I mean, again, it's one of those things where you can only get this golden chocobo. I'm going to call him Ruby as a reminder of where we got him. Yeah, it's one of those things where you can only get this by beating Ruby. And, you know, without a golden chocobo in the first place, you wouldn't be able to get Knights of the Round and all the other cool materials. So if you can beat Ruby without getting those materials, then good on you, because I can't. So by the time you've earned that gold chocobo, it's extremely likely that you already have one yourself. But, you know, now we've got one called Ruby that we earned ourselves in war. Right, and that is where I'm going to leave the episode. So we have killed by far the 2 hardest bosses in the game, the super bosses, and next episode is the finale. We are going to go into the Northern Cave and finish the game. So I hope you've really enjoyed this episode. I hope you'll join me for the final next time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again. Bye-bye. That felt good. That felt really good.